In this video, you will learn about the Eclipse Foundation development platform and application framework on which FlashBuilder is built. You will also learn the configuration and version options for FlashBuilder and the differences between the installation and project folders for the tool. This includes information about the new version of FlashBuilder for PHP developers. Lastly, I will give you a high-level overview of FlashPlayer and the FlashPlayer Debugger version. FlashBuilder 4.5, formerly known as FlexBuilder, is the Adobe commercial product for building Flash applications using the Flex framework. This tool includes everything in the Flex SDK and Flex framework, plus many features to improve your productivity. You will learn about FlashBuilder throughout the rest of this video series, but some of the features include context-sensitive code hinting and syntax templates, an interactive step-through debugger with variable evaluation, a mobile emulator and a debugger that works directly on a mobile device, a visual design environment for laying out and styling your applications, data access wizards for connecting to server-side data, memory and performance profilers, automated testing support, and more. FlashBuilder is based on the nonprofit open-source Eclipse development platform and application framework for building software. Eclipse is based on software originally released by IBM into the public domain, and hundreds of plugins for the environment have been created to support software developers working in many different programming languages, including ColdFusion, PHP, and Java. FlashBuilder is available as a standalone installer with the option for 2 configurations. For developers who are already working with Eclipse, you can use the plugin that is included in the standalone installer to configure FlashBuilder to work with Eclipse. Developers who have never used Eclipse can use the standalone installer, which is a customized package of Eclipse that includes the FlashBuilder plugin. The standalone installer is ideal for new users of FlashBuilder, and since it is an Eclipse software environment, you can also install other plugins like those for ColdFusion, PHP, and Java support. FlashBuilder is also available in 4 versions: FlashBuilder 4.5 Standard, FlashBuilder 4.5 Premium, FlashBuilder 4.5 for PHP Standard, and FlashBuilder 4.5 for PHP Premium. The standard version has most of the features developers need to accelerate and support web, desktop, and mobile development. We discussed these features before, but note that FlashBuilder also includes data visualization support, which allows you to create charts, visual dashboards, and rich reports that work for web, desktop, and mobile environments. The premium version is aimed at building business-critical applications and includes all of the features of the standard version, plus features for enterprise users, including a network monitor, memory and performance profilers, and automated testing. Adobe has also co-developed Adobe FlashBuilder for PHP with Zen Technologies for tighter integration between Flex and PHP. Like FlashBuilder, FlashBuilder for PHP comes in 2 versions, Standard and Premium. To learn more about this product, see the article by Kevin Schroeder. After you have installed FlashBuilder and have started development, there will be times when you need to distinguish between the installation folder for FlashBuilder and the folder where your code files are stored by default. This is the default installation directory on my Windows computer. When I drill down into the SDKs folder, you can see that 2 versions of the Flex framework are available in this version of FlashBuilder. FlashBuilder 4.5 uses the SDK in the 4.5.0 directory by default. On my Mac, you can see that FlashBuilder is installed in Applications, Adobe FlashBuilder 4.5. Otherwise, the SDKs are in the same location. In a later video, you will learn how to organize your code into FlashBuilder projects and workspaces. For now, just note that the default location for your code is not the installation directory for FlashBuilder. By default, on a Windows machine, FlashBuilder stores your code in the Adobe FlashBuilder 4.5 directory inside of your user directory. You can see that I currently have a number of projects in my default FlashBuilder workspace. Code files on the Mac are stored in the Documents Adobe FlashBuilder 4.5 directory. On my Mac, I also have quite a few Flex projects. When you install FlashBuilder, it will prompt you to install the version of the Flash player that is necessary to run the Flex Framework SDK that you're using. If you ever need to install a new version of the Flash player in the future, you can do so at this website. When I scroll down the page, you can see that there is also a debugger version of the Flash player. The Flash Player debug version can also play back Swift files, but it is designed with additional functionality to help developers who are programming Swift applications. With this version, you can output statements and error messages to a Flash Player local text log on your computer. Flex SDK developers can also write to the local log using the command line debuggers. Developers who are using FlashBuilder can skip the use of the local log file in favor of an interactive debugger right inside of the tool. You will use the debugger in many exercises in this series. The Flash Player debugger version also supports the FlashBuilder profiler, but this feature is outside the scope of Flex in a Week. For your next step, watch the video titled Using FlashBuilder.